Roloff family tragedy. Caryn and Matt's twin baby dies after. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. For nearly 2 decades, Little People, Big World has captivated audiences with the joys, struggles, and unforgettable moments of the Roloff family. What began as a heartwarming reality series about Matt and Amy Roloff raising their 4 children on a sprawling Oregon farm slowly evolved into a multi-layered story of love, heartbreak, resilience, and change. Fans followed not only the children Zach, Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob, but also the parents as they navigated divorce, new romances, and the shifting landscape of family bonds. In recent years, Matt Roloff's relationship with Caryn Chandler became one of the central focuses of both the show and public interest. The two weathered criticism, navigated tensions with Matt's children, and began to dream about building a future together. But while the pair shared vacations, holidays, and even plans for marriage, no one could have predicted the deeply tragic chapter that would soon unfold. This chapter centers around the shocking news that Caryn and Matt, after quietly preparing for the arrival of twin babies, were suddenly thrust into an unimaginable heartbreak. The devastating loss has shaken not only the Roloff family, but also the millions of fans who have followed their journey from the very beginning. Matt Roloff, known for his charisma, determination, and relentless pursuit of building dreams, spent decades creating Roloff Farms into both a family business and a cultural landmark. After his divorce from Amy Roloff in 2016, Matt's personal life entered a new season. Though fans initially questioned the timing of his relationship with Caryn Chandler, who had worked closely with the family at Roloff Farms, the bond between Matt and Caryn grew undeniable. Caryn was often painted as a villain in the eyes of some viewers, accused of being the reason behind Matt and Amy's split. Yet those close to the couple described something else entirely: 2 people who had found stability and love after difficult seasons in their lives. While Matt struggled with health challenges and the stress of managing Roloff Farms, Caryn brought balance, energy, and a steady sense of companionship. By the time the couple began talking publicly about their future, speculation swirled. Would they marry? Would Caryn officially step into the role of stepmother to the Roloff children? And most surprisingly to longtime fans, would they try for children of their own? The rumors first began as whispers in online fan groups. Caryn was spotted wearing looser clothing during a family outing in Arizona. Then, on one summer afternoon, Matt posted a cryptic caption on Instagram alongside a photo of Roloff Farms' pumpkin patch sign. "Every harvest brings new life, and this one is the most precious yet." Fans erupted in speculation. Could Matt and Caryn possibly be expecting? Within weeks, the couple confirmed what seemed impossible. At ages when most people were preparing for grandchildren, they were preparing for twins of their own. The announcement was met with both celebration and skepticism. Some fans flooded social media with excitement, sending congratulations and warm wishes. Others raised questions about the risks of pregnancy at Caryn's age and what this would mean for the already fractured Roloff family dynamic. Regardless of the public debate, one thing was clear: Matt and Caryn were overjoyed. They described the news as a miracle, and their language was steeped in hope. For Matt, who had often spoken about his love for building legacies, the idea of welcoming new life felt symbolic, an opportunity to begin fresh chapters even in later years. For Caryn, the pregnancy was both deeply personal and bittersweet, as she prepared to embrace motherhood in a way she had not previously imagined. The months that followed were filled with both excitement and apprehension. Caryn faced the difficult realities of a high-risk pregnancy. Doctors monitored her carefully, warning that complications were possible. The family, though fractured by past disputes, rallied in cautious support. Amy Roloff, Matt's ex-wife, was reportedly stunned by the news. Friends close to Amy suggested she struggled with mixed emotions: joy for the babies, but also discomfort at seeing her ex-husband begin anew in such a profound way. Zach and Tori, still healing from their own conflicts with Matt, remained quiet publicly but offered private encouragement. Jeremy and Audrey extended support, while Jacob and Isabel seemed more skeptical, keeping their distance but acknowledging the magnitude of the news. Behind the scenes, Caryn's pregnancy was anything but smooth. Hospital visits became frequent. Stress mounted. Yet, with every ultrasound image of two tiny heartbeats, the couple's hope deepened. For Matt, the prospect of twins felt symbolic of abundance, a gift after years of family fractures. "It's like we're being given two reasons to fight for unity," he reportedly told a close friend. Tragedy struck on a quiet evening when Caryn, nearing the end of her pregnancy, was rushed to the hospital. Details remain private, but those close to the Roloffs described it as a nightmare that unfolded in minutes. Despite doctors' best efforts, complications arose, and within hours, the couple's twin babies were gone. The news spread first among family, then across the nation as headlines exploded. Roloff family faces devastating loss. Caryn and Matt's twins die before birth. The Roloffs, already accustomed to living life in the public eye, suddenly found themselves in the center of a storm no family should endure. Shockwaves rippled across fan communities. Messages of condolence flooded social media. And within the family, the tragedy reopened old wounds while also forcing moments of reconciliation. Matt, usually so full of determination and energy, appeared visibly broken. Caryn, devastated, withdrew from public view. For weeks, the farm fell silent, pumpkin patches untended, projects paused, and events canceled. For nearly 2 decades, Little People, Big World, LPBW, has pulled viewers into the highs and lows of the Roloff family. The TLC reality show began as a heartfelt glimpse into the lives of Matt and Amy Roloff and their 4 children on Roloff farms in Oregon. Over the years, it expanded into a multi-layered saga of family drama, business disputes, divorce, new marriages, and shifting loyalties. At the center of one of the show's most controversial storylines in recent years was Matt Roloff's romance with Caryn Chandler, a longtime Roloff Farms employee. Their relationship blossomed publicly after Matt's divorce from Amy in 2016, sparking immediate debates among fans. Was Caryn the reason behind Matt and Amy's split? Could Matt's children ever accept her as part of the family? And would Caryn truly step into the role of a second wife on the Roloff farm? In 2023, after years of speculation, Matt surprised fans by proposing to Caryn. She said yes, and the engagement seemed to mark a fresh chapter in the Roloff saga. Yet, after 2 years filled with tension, whispers of trouble, and family estrangement, shocking news broke. Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler had called off their engagement. The announcement stunned fans. After weathering years of criticism and choosing to go public with their future plans, why would Matt and Caryn end things now? Sources close to the couple pointed to a mix of unresolved family conflict, lifestyle differences, and the heavy weight of Roloff Farms drama as the reasons behind the split. To understand the breakup, we need to revisit how this romance began, what happened during the 2-year engagement, and the forces that finally drove them apart. Caryn Chandler's journey with the Roloff family began not as a girlfriend, but as an employee. She worked for years as a manager at Roloff Farms, overseeing the pumpkin patch operations and becoming a familiar face to visitors. Fans who attended the farm's seasonal events often recalled Caryn's warmth and efficiency. Behind the scenes, Caryn's role brought her into frequent contact with Matt. Over time, their professional bond deepened into something more personal. Their relationship became public in the wake of Matt and Amy's divorce, and that timing immediately raised eyebrows. Amy, in her memoir and in interviews, suggested that Caryn had been a presence in Matt's life before the marriage officially ended, though Matt and Caryn both denied any wrongdoing. Regardless of the timeline, the optics fueled suspicion, and Caryn quickly became one of the most polarizing figures in Little People, Big World history. Still, Matt and Caryn pressed forward. They appeared together at family gatherings, shared vacations in Arizona, and eventually moved toward building a shared life together. For Matt, Caryn brought stability and companionship after decades of health struggles and the stress of managing the farm. For Caryn, Matt offered the chance at a deep partnership even if it came with baggage. In the spring of 2023, Matt proposed to Caryn, and she said yes. The announcement came with excitement, but also intense scrutiny. Fans flooded social media with mixed reactions. Some celebrated the couple's resilience. "After everything, they deserve happiness," one supporter wrote. Others were furious, feeling Amy had been disrespected. "Caryn was always in the background, it just doesn't sit right," a critic posted. Many wondered how Matt's children, especially Zach and Jeremy, would react. Despite the controversy, the couple seemed optimistic. Matt spoke about designing a dream home for himself and Caryn on Roloff Farms property, while Caryn hinted at wedding plans that would balance intimacy with fan interest. But even in the glow of the engagement, warning signs began to appear. Caryn expressed reluctance about being filmed for the show. Zach and Tori, still bitter about farm negotiations, distanced themselves further from Matt. And whispers emerged that Caryn wasn't as eager to take on the full weight of being the new Mrs. Roloff as